Up North at 4 with Nate and Jeff starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Nate Myhawk. Happy Friday and welcome to Up North at 4. Today we'll hear about an awesome music festival taking place in Three Lakes. We're talking about dog sled racing. We'll take a step back in time with Carrie Bladorn, and we'll meet a chef who's bringing a new flair to the Northwoods. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. Scooby-Doo was and remains to be one of the best cartoons ever made. And as a kid, the live-action movie was one of my all-time favorites. Now, a very valuable piece of that movie is available for a one-night stay, as Airbnb says they'll offer stays inside a mystery machine modeled after the one that was used in the film. It's part of the 20th anniversary celebration of the movie, and one of the actors, Matthew Lillard, will even be there to host. You know, I like to think Jeff, Theo, and I could make a pretty good Scooby-Doo spin-off if we tried. I would imagine spending time on the barren land of Mars can be a little lonely. Luckily, the Mars rover, Perseverance, has a brand new friend. NASA says the rover had a rock get stuck in the wheel 4 months ago, and since then, the two have traveled over 5.5 miles. It doesn't go very fast, all right? And the crew at NASA says the rock has become sort of a pet for Perseverance. They say with age comes wisdom, but sometimes as you grow old, you still remain a kid at heart. And that's the case for a senior living center in Minnesota, where residents compete in forklift racing. It's not actual forklifts, but a mini version that are remote controlled. The object is to pick up big loads and then place them around the arena. The first team to complete that task wins. Something tells me that Jeff and I would not be very good at that game. The world can be full of mysteries, as we know, because of Scooby-Doo. And now we need to get to the bottom of one in Texas, as a security camera at the Amarillo Zoo captured what appears to be a wolf man. There are plenty of theories for what it could be, but I like to think there actually is a wolf man on the prowl, and that actually might be the first mystery Jeff, Theo, and I try to solve. We'll be right back here on Up North at 4 after the break.
Ripco Credit Union.
Did you know that Ripco Credit Union has been around for 90 years? That covers generations of members, people we've stood by and stood behind every step of the way. If you're in the market for a financial institution you can trust, one with deep roots in the communities we serve and an attitude of excellence, give Ripco a chance and we'll give you our best. Ripco Credit Union, Rhinelander and Eagle River, federally insured by NCUA.
An attitude of excellence. Ripco Credit Union.
Everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun with prices so low you'll have to bend over to see them. Prices that'll make your eyes pop out. Want to sleep watching TV? Check out our recliners. You want to pass out face first in a sofa? Check out our sofas. And beds. We've got beds. Check us out. Prices so low you'll think we're crazy. Because everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun.
When President Trump called for a southern border wall, I didn't just agree. I built him a prototype.
Tim Michels, endorsed by President Trump.
Now, instead of building the wall, Joe Biden's rolling out the red carpet for illegal immigrants. Totally, completely, utterly incompetent.
Conservative Tim Michels, endorsed by President Trump.
For illegals, no driver's license, no benefits, no tuition. There's nothing racist about enforcing our laws. And when I'm governor, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Hit the green while taking in the beautiful backdrop of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Young's Golf and Recreation has a challenging course for all skill levels. With scenic views and a sprawling landscape, you'll feel like you're on your own personal course. Enjoy the 19th hole at the Firebrick Bar and Grill for unique pub-style food and drinks. Keep the fun going over a weekend with a cabin and pontoon rental on Chicagoan Lake. Experience Young's Golf and Recreation and get away today.
Spring has sprung at Schrader's. Add color to your summer wardrobe. Show off your pretty toes in new sandals. Find something sweet for your littles. Change up your home decor. And grab something great for your garden at Schrader's. Family owned and operated.
The Minocqua Antique and Classic Boat Show is June 17th and 18th at Torpy Park, benefiting local charitable organizations. For more information, visit us on Facebook at Minocqua Boat Show. Huge auction, Conover, Wisconsin. John Deere compact tractor, Yamaha UTV, forklift, trailers, Polaris ATV, snowmobile, boats, tools, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
The Bear Cupboard Run, June 25th in Minocqua. Half marathon, 5K run walk, and kids cubby run. Register online at bearcupboardrun.org.
Here we are. Welcome back on Up North at 4. Dennis Meadows from the Three Lakes Chamber of Commerce joining us now. And you've been a very busy guy this week. There is a lot going on in Three Lakes. But we got to start, though, tomorrow, North by Northwoods, a bit of a music festival. Tell us what's going on with that.
It is a music festival for us. North by Northwoods, it's our summer kickoff. So it's time to get out, get things moving. It's in Cy Williams Park, so right downtown Three Lakes. We've got 3 big bands that are going to be in town on stage for that. Gates will open officially at about 1 o'clock. First band takes the stage at 2 o'clock, and we'll carry music all the way through into the evening till 10 o'clock.
And there are some rain showers in the forecast tomorrow, but there's a big tent. There's 2 of them, right?
There's 2 tents.
Yes.
Oh,
so no worries.
Two tents.
Yeah,
Just 2.
I'm not even... I'm so
There's
far
no
beyond.
worries.
There's no worries to that. No,
Rain schmain, right?
Rain schmain. I said that all morning.
Okay.
I don't know.
Speaking of all morning, so the big debate in the newsroom today was Rhubarb Fest begins tomorrow. Does rhubarb grow in June?
It does.
Okay.
It does. Yeah, so people are picking it as we speak. People are outside picking rhubarb because they're going to be inside making cheesecake.
Okay. So Rhubarb Fest is it has to be a rhubarb pie or rhubarb cheese. Is it kind of any rhubarb dish you can conceive?
Any rhubarb dessert dish that you can conceive.
Got to pile on the calories.
So that's the only caveat to this is that it's a dessert. 12 individual servings. That can be a slice of pie, or that can be a tasty little nugget. You know, it's pretty loose there.
I just noticed your hat. got rhubarb.
I like that.
Too funny. There's a lot going on over here.
That's right. So, but it's a great thing, right? We wanted to tie that in. We wanted to get people out, give them a little bit of different excitement. And there's a great big check, a lot of bragging rights, and $500 bills on the line for this. So
it's big bucks.
So it's like a taste test sort of a thing. Like
there's a panel of 3 judges. Will taste it. Yeah.
I love that.
All right,
one winner.
Rhubarb Fest tomorrow. We got all the concerts going on tomorrow, but wait, there's more. What else do we have?
There's more.
Yes.
So starting today, this evening, we also have the Oneida County Fair auxiliary.
Like a mini fair.
It's pop-up carnival.
Yeah.
That's in Three Lakes all weekend long. So tonight from 5 till 11. Tomorrow from 11 to 11, and then Sunday from 12 to 6.
Yeah, I was saying it's kind of like the appetizer, right, for the big Oneida County.
But there's going to be some rides and probably some elephant ears, and you can get some good stuff there.
Yeah, there's a lot of rides. I've been kind of tapping on the window at the elephant ear trailer all week long.
Ready? Let's go.
Yeah,
funnel cakes.
Let's
she looks at me, she rolls her eyes, and then I got.
Oh, you're that guy? Okay.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Okay.
I mean, Three Lakes though this weekend, you can literally go get something deep fried like some cheese curds, then go grab some dessert at Rhubarb Fest, then go listen to some live music. I'm sure there's beer flowing there as well. Dance a little bit, work off your calories. If you can do that in one weekend, that's
in one night,
in one night even. That's a heck of a day.
Three Lakes has it going on.
And you get in and out privileges with your wristband. So if you can't quite make it all the way through and you need another, corn dog or funnel cake, you can roll back down the street.
Well, not In-N-Out Burger, but In-N-Out of the festival.
Yeah, I tried to time it so that between the bands there was just enough time to do a hustle down and back. So we're good.
All right.
If I didn't have plans, I would clear my schedule and be in Three Lakes all weekend long. I might even have to cancel plans, so hopefully people aren't watching this if we have plans this weekend.
I can still boot one of my judge chairs open.
Oh, 4 or 5 judges?
I might have to keep it in my phone.
I will work. Theo can come. I'll work for an enticer.
Want to go judge some rhubarb?
Well, Dennis, this has been so much fun. I can't wait for this weekend.
It's always fun.
So fun.
I appreciate you guys having me on, and really we're excited to have a weekend in Three Lakes. Hopefully everybody comes out. There's lots of things going on, and I think that we planned it so there's a little something going on for everybody. So
awesome. Well, Dennis, we appreciate it. It's always a pleasure, and we'll be right back here on Up North at 4.
Thanks, guys.
Our restaurant would have gone under if it wasn't for the amazing community support and small business grants from Governor Tony Evers. When the pandemic hit, we survived and didn't lay off a single employee. Since then, we've had our best year ever.
Small businesses are the heart of our economy. That's why I directed over $1 billion to thousands of small businesses just like Lydia's.
I know politics can be really divisive, but Tony Evers is doing the right thing for small businesses.
It's summertime at the Rhinelander Brewery, featuring live music and open to enjoy 7 days a week. Come in and enjoy snacks and our rotating local beer selection. Grab your favorite food at CT's Deli and bring it in to enjoy. Fill up your growler or howler from the beers exclusive to our tap room. We have a large selection of apparel, so shop with your four-legged friends because we are dog-friendly. Rhinelander Brewery is looking to enjoy your summer with you.
Transform your home with 11% off everything at Menards. Clearview is the customizable cabinetry system that gives you more style, more storage, and more function. Create a custom cabinet configuration styled by you. Create your dream kitchen with 11% off Clearview cabinetry. Add privacy and style to any room with Window Images window treatments. Get your blinds and shades trimmed to width in the store for free. Get 11% off all window treatments now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Garden season is here. Stop at 4th Floral on North Brown Street in downtown Rhinelander. For over 120 years, our family has been growing the hardy plants that thrive in northern Wisconsin, all grown on-site in our own greenhouses. Visit us for locally grown flowers, vegetables, and hanging baskets. We have garden accessories and gifts and great gardening advice to make your yard a beautiful oasis at 4th Floral on North Brown Street in downtown Rhinelander.
The kitchen remodel project was a major project. After checking around, we went to Featherstone, and we were so glad we did. There was electrical work, plumbing, enlarging a doorway, and of course, all the cabinets, countertops, and fixtures. The minute I walked in the door at Featherstone, I knew I was in the right place. Featherstone coordinated every aspect of the project, the whole thing. They made it easy. And I can't say enough about how much we appreciated the personal attention Featherstone gave us.
Welcome back here to Up North at 4. Today we are debuting our new segment. It's called Connecting the Dots. We're going to be taking a trip back in time to learn about our long history here in the Northwoods, and our new history correspondent, Carrie Bladorn, will show us how schools used to operate over hundreds of years ago. Here's our first installment of Connecting the Dots.
Connecting the Dots, Reliving Northwoods History with Carrie Bladorn is brought to you by 4th Floral, Mel's Trading Post, Rhinelander Brewing Company, and Ripco Credit Union.
School just wrapped up in north central Wisconsin. Let's take a moment to walk back in time to see what life was like in a rural school 100 years ago. Far from the state-of-the-art elementary schools we have today, with expansive buildings, separate classrooms for each grade, filled with the electronic education tools of the modern age, rural schools of yesteryear were much simpler affairs. Prior to 1950, thousands of these little schools dotted the landscape of the early American education system. Things were much different in rural parts of Wisconsin a century ago, where every 5 or so miles you could find a modest one-room country school. Buildings like this schoolhouse at Pioneer Park Historical Complex in Rhinelander. Schools such as this one were often built on land donated by adjacent farmsteads with school-aged children. This school began its life near Tom Doyle Lake in Newbold and was later moved to the township of Pine Lake. Moving a school was not uncommon to accommodate the changing needs of the rural areas. Arriving at school after walking a few miles with the lunch pail in hand and then playing outside with their classmates, the day would begin with the ring of the school bell, either from a simple bell tower on top of the school or a handbell from the teacher, like this one. Children of all ages up to the 8th grade were all taught in one room by a single teacher. The teacher would arrive early in the morning to prepare for the day. Sometimes the teacher was as young as 16 years old and often boarded at a nearby farm. Teachers of past generations adhered to strict rules, such as being unmarried, not wearing bright colors, and being home between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. among others. Older children helped younger pupils with their lessons when the teacher was busy with an individual grade. Students also had daily chores, such as raising the flag, fetching wood for the wood stove, which heated the school, or water from the hand-pumped well where it was brought in for the water cooler. Along with the woodshed, these schools also had an outhouse on the premise. In the days before television and computers, these buildings often served as a community gathering place for programs during Christmas or President's Day, as well as weekend potlucks hosted by neighbors. In the late 1940s, districts began the process of consolidation, which spelled the end of the one-room country school. Larger facilities were built in centralized locations, and students were more easily bussed in from the rural areas. Education has come a long way in 100 years from the days of the one-room schoolhouse. Students today can be glad they don't have to use an outhouse anymore, pump water from a well, or walk to school uphill both ways. I'm Kerry Bladorn. This has been Connecting the Dots, reliving Northwoods history on Newswatch 12.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
I was out here all day yesterday and didn't get a bite. Got my bait at the other guy's shop. Where'd you get yours?
Kurt's Island Sport Shop, of course.
Kurt's Island Sport Shop, downtown Minocqua.
The Three Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to kick off summer with the North by Northwoods Music Festival. Enjoy a beautiful day of music, food, drinks, and fun right by the lake in Cy Williams Park. The Summer Kickoff Music Fest is Saturday, June 11th and features the Old Pine Road Band, The Unexpected, and the Georgia Thunderbolts. 1 ticket, 3 shows. Food and beer tent available all day. For more information, scan the QR code or visit northbynorthwoods.com.
How do we say we're hiring without saying we're hiring? Family owned and operated for over 60 years. Merrill Steel is one of the top 10 steel fabricators in the USA and is located right here in your backyard. If you've got focus, drive, and a strong work ethic, we've got you covered. Help us keep Central Wisconsin the best place to live and work by becoming part of our team.
Fun and a paycheck don't often go together. But what if they did?
It's more enjoyable that way, for sure.
They do here. It's a groundbreaking team.
That's kind of a really good feeling.
Serving guests from all over.
Meeting new people every day, helping people out.
Making a big difference.
That's what we do.
And yes, having a good time.
We laugh a lot.
Join us on Team Kasurik.
You don't work a day in your life if you love what you do.
The rewards are many.
Perfect statement.
And people are having fun.
They sure are.
Begin your new adventure here.
Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark locally owned for over 70 years. Get your spring and summer sporting goods with ease from our experienced staff and get expert advice. Come down and see our great selection, open 7 days a week for your convenience.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Kitchen Bath Mart.
Welcome back here to Up North at 4. I think Theo found his new best friend. We got Jesse and Nina, a couple of dog sled racers. I guess that's probably the best term, or mushers, right? Is it a musher?
Dog sled racer, musher. I mean, general people say musher, but we always say dog sled racers.
Okay, so I guess I got to just learn the nomenclature at some point. But there is a big convention going on tomorrow. Could you just tell us about what that's all about, what's going on with that?
Sure. So we have the International Sled Dog Racing Association convention tomorrow. So it's basically awarding a lot of the top sprint mushers in the nation here with some medals and stuff for competing this season. But we also have speakers and workshops and stuff. And our main speaker is Jesse Holmes here, who's a star on the Life Below Zero TV show.
What's it like to be a rock star?
I don't really feel like that. You know, maybe in Alaska you kind of get recognized a lot.
I mean,
I don't know. I live out in the bush, so I don't take.
You're remote.
I live remote, right? So that doesn't really, exist to me.
Do you even have internet there?
I have internet, yeah.
Okay. So you're not totally disconnected.
I have a satellite, like I don't have phone service. So.
See,
I mean, I race the Iditarod every year. There's a lot of paperwork, a lot of, things you do as a public figure. So
I have so many questions I think I want to ask you, right? But I feel like I got to start though. So life below zero. What's that like to just kind of have TV crews following you around for, I'd imagine, a good chunk of your day?
It'll be like a couple weeks at a time that we'll be filming, and they're all friends that I've worked with for 6 years, so it's a job that comes to me, which provides for my lifestyle, which is key, so I can chase my dreams racing the Iditarod.
I also need to ask though too, what kind of drew you to that, right? I mean, when someone goes, I'm gonna go live remote out in the Alaskan bush, normally I'm like, ugh.
Well, ask him where he's from first.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Alabama originally, but
so
that's not unnormal up where we live. People like everybody, even like people that live in town like Fairbanks, it's like they have dry cabins. They don't have running water.
Okay, how do you go from Alabama to remote Alaska? There's a huge gap here. What drew you to that?
The Rocky Mountains followed them all the way up.
Really? Is that really what it was?
Yeah, I mean, I just loved living out in the wilderness, and I love dogs and working with dogs, and so it kind of just fell into a lifestyle.
Oh, that sounds so incredible.
I'm one of those blessed people that found where they're supposed to be.
Right. It's just like the calling, and it just brought you to it. And Nina, was that kind of the same for you though with like dog sled racing though? Like, was there just a thing where you're like, I want to try that, I got to do it?
Well, I've been doing it since I was 6 years old, so I don't know if I had a choice.
You just kind of grew up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I loved it. It's something just peaceful about being out there with the dogs, and it's just very calming. Everything else just disappears when you're out there with them. And I spent a year in Alaska as well and thought it was absolutely incredible up there.
That is so much fun. And I mean, I know there's probably a difference between the marathon and the sprint, right?
Yes, yeah, I sprint, he does distance, so.
Yeah, what we're doing, you got to be not just good when you're on the trail, when you're resting the dogs. There's just so much dog care and attention to the dogs, whenever we're stopping and resting. We don't even sleep much. We stop for 4 hours, but a lot of that's, doing dog care, making the meals for the dogs, getting packed for the next run.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it.
Maybe 30 minutes to an hour sleep is a lot of sleep.
I don't think I can run on that, but I respect what you guys do. I had so much fun talking to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. But we got to travel over to Eagle River quick. I talked to a chef yesterday. He's bringing a new flavor, if you will, to the Northwoods. Check it out. Welcome back here to Up North at 4. I'm in Eagle River at the Craftsman Tavern with the executive chef, Ryan Kirby. Ryan, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And this place is sort of like a little bit of a gem we have here in downtown Eagle River. As the executive chef, you're kind of the guy in charge of the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
What sort of styles are you hoping to bring to the people here at the Northwoods?
I'm looking to bring some styles with some elevated American cuisine. So some comfort food, some stuff that people are familiar with, but yet just taking up a notch, whether it's to the product we use or whether it's going organic or it's a vegetarian option. Our burgers are all American Wagyu, so that's a nice option for that.
So it's nothing quote unquote special in terms of what you see on the menu, right? We got burgers, sandwiches, we're all familiar with that stuff, right?
Yes.
But we're trying to elevate that, like you said, to something
up a notch. Yeah.
A little more different, right? What was sort of the idea behind that?
Really to get some food that matched the cocktails here. Okay. They have really nice drinks, really nice decor. The out front looks beautiful. They did a nice job with remodel here. So we really wanted to bring some food to the plate that matched that. So
yeah, and
that was the whole creation process behind it all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you were telling me before, you're from the area originally, that you took a little time away, you came back. What kind of just drew you back towards this area?
I am. I grew up in Three Lakes, was born and raised there. My wife and I, we moved to Madison 4 years ago. So I was there for 4 years. I was the culinary director for the Nitty Gritty restaurant group. And then got a call from Matthew, and he's one of the owners here, and sat down and talked and made an offer that we couldn't refuse to come back and be by family and in the beautiful Northwoods again. So,
and I'm sure, living in Madison too, you get a nice mesh of different cultures, right?
Sure.
Different types of food. I'm sure that kind of was an influence. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. No, it was great to step out. Madison has such a great food scene. That's what drew us to Madison in the first place. And I'm excited to bring some of that inspiration from the city and bring it up here to offer for the Northwoods. So.
Absolutely. Do you have like a specific style, right? Like when you're in the kitchen, right? Is there sort of like any dishes that you guys have where it's like, yeah, that is definitely Ryan Kirby inspired here?
There are a few. There's Some of the burgers, some of the sliders, things like that. We've got some Impossible cranberry meatballs that are a cool thing.
Okay.
That they come on a little slider, so they're fun.
Impossible cranberry. I have a lot of questions.
So Impossible is a meat substitute. It's a soy-based product, and I put cranberries in it to make them into meatballs and serve them on a little slider. So
that sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
So I know my co-host Jeff Weller is not here today. This guy would just be all over, I'm sure, like the little slider, so I might have to bring him some back.
Come back for some food.
If I don't, then I apologize, Jeff. But Ryan, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your very busy day to meet with us, and I might have to grab some grub while I'm here, if that's all right.
Sounds good, yeah.
Sounds good. Cool. All right, Ryan, thanks for joining us. We'll be right back here at Up North at 4.
Cool. Thank you.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Do you have sleep apnea? Struggling with your CPAP? Ditch the mask and let New Horizon Sleep Solutions help you achieve your best night's sleep. Dr. James Block is your expert in oral appliance therapy, a simple, comfortable treatment for snoring and sleep apnea. If you have a CPAP machine that you're struggling to use, consider oral appliance therapy to improve your sleep and protect your health. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation appointment and wake up to a new horizon in sleep apnea treatment.
Everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun with prices so low you'll have to bend over to see them. Prices that'll make your eyes pop out. Want to sleep watching TV? Check out our recliners. You want to pass out face first in a sofa? Check out our sofas. And beds. We've got beds. Check us out. Prices so low you'll think we're crazy. Because everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun.
If you're ready to sell or thinking of buying, Northwoods Realtors are ready to help. Local realtor professionals are knowledgeable on our unique market, and the multiple listing service maximizes exposure for the benefit of sellers and buyers alike. Visit upnorthmls.com today to view properties for sale or to find a realtor who can help you sell or buy in the beautiful Northwoods.
Enjoy the serenity of northern Wisconsin all year long. First stop, Shquagaman Adventure Company. Skis, skates, snowshoes, and fat bikes. Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards. Shquagaman Adventure Company. Stop by the store or visit us online.
Welcome to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. We love authentic Indonesian patchouli and we specialize in our original custom blends. Everything with the Patchouli Garden name on it we make right here in our store. Visit Patchouli Garden in the store or online.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Kitchen Bath Mart.
And welcome on back to Up North at 4. It's Friday, but rain tomorrow?
You know, lots of people are traveling north to join us for the weekend, and it's going to be a busy Northwoods. Lots of events going on. There is some rain in the forecast tomorrow. It likely won't be a washout, but just know there'll be some scattered thunder showers around tomorrow. It'll likely chase you inside for a brief period of time, then back out by afternoon.
That works for me. Yeah. I can handle it. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next week on Up North at 4.